Well, they're coming for Boba Fett's ship. Disney is asking all merchandise to be changed because apparently the name of his ship is offensive. So I got a couple of stories here. We're going to start with this one, and we also have a take from the guy who played Boba Fett in A New Hope Special Edition. We're going to take a look at that because he's not happy about it, and I don't blame him because this is a dumb move. But it's also just another example of how every single little thing is offensive. So why are people apparently offended by this? Well, it's because the name of Boba Fett's ship is Slave One. It's been that way for decades. For a long, long time. Who cares? It's the name of a ship. But, you know, we have to make sure every single little thing that could possibly offend anybody gets changed, which is completely ridiculous. Nobody was offended by this. Not one person. Well, actually, let me take that back. Maybe a couple of people on Twitter were afraid and shaking. Oh, my God, the name of his ship. Oh, you know, so because of that, we have to change it. I mean, this is nothing new. Multiple times, there's been changes that have been made because of a handful of people complaining, which has always been ridiculous to me. Like, why would you do that? It makes you look weak. So, potentially, like, so if this is Star Wars, it's still gonna sell, and this is good. This is great for collectors because now anything retro with Slave One on it is going to sell big bucks just because it has it on the box. But the new name, ready for this creative, groundbreaking rename? It's just Boba Fett's Starship now. Whoa, really cracking the cupboards open on creativity there, Disney. So, upcoming Lego Star Wars set is going to be the first to have the rename, and that's how people are really finding out about this, because that's where Boba Fett's Starship is first being remade. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Renamed. It's the same ship, it's just got a new name, which lacks anything original about it. Like, oh, it's a Boba Fett's Starship. All right, Bounty Hunter Transport. I mean, come on. Anyway, moving on. One of the reasons that this got kicked around, I guess, is because of, well, what happened with Mr. Floyd last year. Apparently that means the name of the ship needs to be changed. Then the next one is also from The Mandalorian, is Boba Fett's Starship. Yes, I built another. We're not calling it Slave One anymore. This is Boba Fett's Starship. Okay, why are we dropping the Slave One name? Everybody is. It's probably not something which has been announced publicly, but it is just something that Disney does not want to use anymore. So, Boba Fett's Starship. Well, he just doesn't give it a name? Is that what he tells people? Yeah, this is my Starship. Okay. Everybody gives a ship a name, but all right. So, we're not doing that anymore. Now, what I really liked about this is that the actor who played Boba Fett in just at least the Star Wars Special Edition, as you know, there's a scene where Han meets Jabba in the first Star Wars movie, and Boba Fett is in the background of that movie. And this is the man who played him. He's not having it. It says, my ship will forever be Slave One. Nothing can, not even #Disney, will change it. This is the way. And if you go to his timeline over on Twitter, it's full of him just trashing this decision, which I think is absolutely great. I love it when people fight back against nonsense and stupidity, which is exactly what this is. I also like that he embraces this role and loves that he was in that movie. But if you check it out here, and look, good night, sweet dreams of my favorite spaceship, #Slave One. Then he says here, Death Star sounds a bit harsh, doesn't it? Maybe tone it down a bit, eh? 6-star, potentially dangerous star. Is that coming next? And he brings up a good point here. When does this stop? Death Star, kind of offensive. Some people are afraid of death. It could be scary. We should probably change that too. He's just going on right here. Back in 2018, here he is doing a showing off a painting he made of Slave One. I cannot put into words how much I love this spaceship. It's like Han has Chewie. I've always had Slave One. You cannot just change that. And he's celebrating Slave One. He's showing off the layout of the ship right here. This is the painting I did. And he's just showing off a bunch of pictures. Here's a font design. I don't know if this is probably a shirt that was for sale. Not anymore. Now we'll just change this shirt to Boba Fett's Starship. That'll be the name of the shirt now. So I love that he's just like shitting all over this dumb decision by Disney, which isn't publicly being made, by the way. We're not renaming the ship publicly because we know it's a wuss move to do and it makes us look weak, but we're just going to quietly do it. What are you going to do during the Boba Fett series? Though I guess he never said it was directly, he never calls it by its name in anything, I think, officially. It's just what the name of the ship is, and the name has been given, but, you know, the Boba Fett series is coming. Are they going to call it just, oh, that's Boba Fett's Starship? We're never going to refer to it by name? Okay. All right. So that's really it on this. I love that. Oh, temporary without freedom Leia, which, you know, they've changed this too. It's not called Leia's slave costume anymore. I think they just call it, I don't know, I think they just call it Leia's bikini or something. That got changed too. So I'm so sick of this, and I think so many other people are. Eventually, like, this is gonna stop. I really do believe it. I think nonsense like this is really going to show people, like, you know, what WTF is going on with all of this. It's the name of a starship. Who cares? Also, Mandalorian star getting canceled, I guess, because she liked some tweets. Sasha Banks. I really don't think this is going to go anywhere. Apparently, she liked this. My face when the government tells me I can do something again that I never stopped doing. I guess she liked that tweet. And now people are going crazy. So you just like a tweet and you get canceled. That's where we're at now. So I almost thought about doing a whole video on this, but I really don't think this one's going to go anywhere. We'll see. We'll see how she reacts. I bet you she comes out and apologizes and bends the knee, but I just thought this was kind of funny. Another Mandalorian star getting canceled. Of course, you remember what happened with Gina Carano. This will just be another woman canceled for speaking her mind and having an opinion. You're not allowed to do that, but hey, women need to be empowered and be themselves, but don't step out of line. Okay. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that and subscribe if you're new.